Okay. I had some camera issues earlier. I'm just going to restart. So, my camera tipped over. Don't know why, but it did. Okay. This is what we want to do. Chain 2. And we're making a wig for a doll, and then we're going to put her eyes on too. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can do as many as you want here. It's just, you just want to make sure that this wig is going to fit your doll. It's to so you don't see the, like, because this particular doll is pink. It's so you don't see the doll's head when you move the hair around. And then you just do the next row like you were doing, like you'd be doing a circle, okay? Like you're making a ball or something. So the next row would be like two single crochets in each of the first single crochets. And this doll's going to be blonde, yes. But you can pick any color. You do not have to make your doll blonde. It can be whatever color you want. It can even be purple if that's what you want. And you go to your next row. Two single crochet and then one single crochet and repeat. Now this wig is for a small doll. The bigger the doll, of course, the bigger the wig. You do not have to make the wig fit the whole entire doll's head. You just got to make it enough that it's easier to put the hair on. You can do some hair off the wig too, so it's like no big deal. So no one sees the wig if you like. That's all up to you on how you want to do it. But this is how I do my doll's hair. I tried sewing hair on a doll's head once. I mean, not on a doll's head, but I tried making a wig out of material and stuff, and it did not turn out. So I don't do it that way. I do it this way. Because this way is, well, it works best for me. Whatever works best for you. Actually, talking about dolls and stuff, my mother made us dolls when we were children. She made us cloth dolls. I still have one. I don't know where he is, though. Now what I do is I start, I'll go like just crochet around here, but not do the full round. I'm going to do a partial because I'm happy with the length of it in front. So what I'm going to do is just go so far with it. And you can try it several times on the doll's head to make sure it's where you want it to be. because no one's going to see this. This is just the underneath the pieces of hair you're going to put in. Do, 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 do. Hopefully I didn't go off camera, but alrighty. And give yourself a decent tail on this sucker, because you're going to have to sew it onto the doll's head. So it's just going to go on pretty much like that. And it doesn't matter what it looks like, because you're going to put hair all over there. And you can do the front of here too if you want. And it's just easier to sew it down. Just take a tapestry needle and stab your doll's head. Should probably tuck that one in. Oh, we got a first strand of hair. We'll leave it there. We'll just leave it there. Okay. Then you just tuck in your string. And it doesn't matter how you do this, because no one's going to see this part, because you're going to be covering this up. Alright. Now you can decide now how long you want the hair. What I usually do is I'll take some string and we'll just get it over here. And you just cut some to length. You can do a whole bunch at a time if you want. You know, get it all cut out. Or you can like cut some out and go as you. Just keep one that's the same length or whatever. And you can remember you can cut the hair later too off the doll, but make sure it's the length you want if you cut it off the doll, because you may not be happy with it. So make sure you're cutting it the length you want. If you cut it off, you cut the doll's hair on the doll, make sure it's the length you're happy with. And what I do is I usually start, it doesn't matter where you start, you can start anywhere. You can start off the wig if you want, or on the wig. But I usually start on the wig. Like right there. I usually start like that. And then I just take this, go through here, and there you go. What I do is I usually do the whole wig. You can make it so it parts down the middle if you want a certain way. Just make sure you're putting your hook in at the same spot every time. If you know what I mean. Make sure your hook is facing the same way. Otherwise your hair may look kind of funky later. And you just go all the way along. Then you just go to the next row and do the same thing you just did. Pick a spot and put the hair in. And this takes a while. I mean, this, depending on how fast you are, I guess. Just depends on how fast you are. And that's how you do the doll's hair. And you do it all the way. The bangs, you can trim up later or put on short, and you can go down a little bit because, you know, depends on where you want her forehead to be. Now for the eyes, which I usually only give the doll eyes. Sometimes I'll give it a nose. It depends. And what I do for that is I just go on the back of the head, and then I come up where I want the eye to be, and I tie a knot. I do this for my hedgehogs too, and this is a little doll, so, and what you want to make sure is that when you come back down with this knot, that you catch a little bit of the stitch, you know, the crocheted stitch. Make sure you catch that, otherwise your eye will pop all the way in and your doll won't be able to see it all. And then you just go back up. Same with this one. Make sure you're catching a little part of the stitch. And there, she's got some eyes. She can now see. And then you just cut it back here and take a crochet hook and tuck it in. And the hair is going to be covering it, so no one's really going to know. Okay, for the nose, I'm just going to she doesn't want to shit. Fine, don't sit. Sure, she's been sitting all week, really nice. Till now. Then you just take, thread your needle. You can go back through the back and give her a little bit of a nose. We'll just stitch it through a couple times. Or wherever, you know, close enough. They can mistake it for a mouth too if they want to, it doesn't matter. That's the kind of face I do on my dolls. I really don't give them ability to speak. then you do all the hair, and you can part it if you want up here when you put it in. You just go on the sides. You can do bangs if you want. All up to you. That's usually how I do my doll's face. And I'll have the hair all done later. You just keep doing this. If it's not as full as you like, you can add more in between here. You can kind of work on it. You can add more down here if you want. You can make pigtails if you want. You know, where you have a whole part there. And that's it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button. Please, 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 please. Share. If you want to leave a comment, go right ahead. Always love to hear from you. Yeah. So, and the next one we'll be doing a dress for her. We will be making a dress for her. Yes. Yes, we will. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Yeah. Catch you later. Bye-bye.